I who had that on their bingo cards? Anyway, as you all know, I am working with a real bulldog now, and we're gonna get this through. They not like us. Wop wop wop. Are you my friend? I want our old YouTube back, damn it. So do I, Davis fam. This is despicable. This is absolutely despicable. My heart. So listen, I understand there's people that don't like Queen. And most of the time people don't like Queen because they don't like the support she has, it comes there's a lot of and I'm not going to dismiss it all and say it's all simply jealousy, because there's legitimate reasons why people don't like people, right? And I'm sure they can conjure up some reason why they don't, just like they do with me. Some people genuinely don't like me for legit reasons. Some people is envy. I don't care if you like Queen or not. I'm not gonna say I had, I still have her, blessed be. I have a daughter that has experienced people digging into her real life. And when it started, she was about the same age as Queen's daughter. And it is scary for them. You as a mother now have to tell your daughters to wash their backs. You as a mother now, and the worst part is most of these people are under an account where you can't even show their face. Luckily, they know who this guy is. But you now have to tell them that they have to be even more aware of their surroundings than they normally would be. You have to tell them that they have to make sure their social media is completely locked down. That's like when I got that message from a former friend of mine telling me that they knew exactly where my daughter's employment is. Do you know how uneasy that is? Do you know the fear that puts into these kids? And you have to tell them because they have to protect themselves. So it's not like one of these things where we have our kids in the background and they hear everything going on and we turn around and say, "Oh, somebody called mommy fat or somebody called mommy ugly." No. This is a serious thing where you need to tell your kids. And the idea that people are diminishing this or dismissing it on the basis they don't like Queen is horrific. And at the same time, some of this is being supported and done by people that claim they were hired to find this missing 15-year-old, but they have no problem putting this type of fear into another child. It isn't fair to our children, especially when these, when people like myself and Queen do everything we can to keep our children off of the internet. You're not hearing them awake at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. You're not hearing them in the background of our streams. That's done with reason. They're not coming on camera with us. They're not, so this idea that like it's my heart goes out to them. I've experienced the anxiety it put my own through, and I can just imagine what it's doing to hers. It's not okay. It's not okay. Again, take your feelings for Queen out of it if that's what's blocking you from seeing what is happening, and understand that there's a child, there's children involved. Oh, stand beside real. She does stand beside them. Just Kentucky. She stands beside two other guys that were arrested for domestic violence, that proudly go real life, that proudly stalk people, that proudly call in CPS reports and contacts people's schools and all the, yeah, she stands beside it. Absolutely. And then to sit there and do some false victimhood, Granny voided my house. You made bold declarations against me. Well, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think my attorney was going to twiddle his thumbs? No, of course we're going to do what we have to do to build a defense against you. Again, welcome to litigation. Did you get an attorney? All right, moving on. Everything that's happening right now is so gross. And this is all being done behind a missing child. This is all being done behind the fact of Sebastian Rogers, a 15-year-old who's now 16, who disappeared from his house. I'm seeing hit pieces being put out on people. An offer of I'll give $5,000 to find information on so-and-so's ex or so-and-so's relative. This is being offered by an alleged private intelligence group. How are people okay with this? messaging people asking if their mother's a gorilla. It's horrific. Halo effect is horrific. And you know why? Because what is happening right now is on the basis of who likes who and who dislikes who. It has nothing to do with Sebastian. It has not a thing to do with him. Good morning, Snippins. Oh, yeah, Scooter. Oh, yeah. Offering up $5,000 to get what kind of elite private intelligence agency that's worth $500,000 has to offer up $5,000 to get information on somebody? And why are they doing that? Why are they doing that instead of searching for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? Why are they spending more time on Twitter going at people and insulting people and these petty juvenile comebacks at people instead of doing what they're meant to be doing, what they claim to be doing, which is finding Sebastian? They have no concept of it. No, Deanna. They're the ones that endanger them. I agree, big girl. I agree. It's all despicable. Oh, they have to wait. Well, the good thing is Trump's upcoming administration should be in the picture any day now, so that should counteract not having the satellites. Her behavior as being righteous and just compared to other channels just ridiculous. She is living in a narrative of total lies and self-deception. Yeah. Yeah. I go as far as to say she's not in reality. Maybe she's dreaming. Maybe she's dreaming that she's above the par and better than everybody. And because I know damn well the woman that compared the real life fires to what she calls fires on YouTube streets is not claiming to be above anybody. And then there's some things I have to wait on saying. I'm going to respectfully do so. But I will say, our friend Allison, who passed away, was a beautiful, beautiful woman, a beautiful soul. I'll say that much. And she would have told her story. But I told her she had better things to worry about than you. Halloween baby, welcome back. This case is a way for people to attack people for personal vendettas. It's grim. I'd be interested to know how Hong's behavior could be used in your response. It is halo effect, absolutely. Absolutely is. Yes, Gary, Angie Brooks as well. Everything that they are doing right now counteracts their entire filing. So when you're putting out money to dox people, when you're doxing people, when you are making allegations that people unplug heart monitors, that people have STDs, you kind of lose your fight to claim that you are a victim of online bullying or harassment when that is what you were doing. I mean, wouldn't you all agree? It kind of seems so far-fetched. It's hard to believe this is even happening again from an alleged private intelligence group. It's actually despicable. Hey, snowflakes. Not a single channel can lay claim to moral high ground. For her to claim it is laughable. Yeah, she's the last one, will be. I'll tell you that. Absolutely agree. The moral high ground. We all know how bad she wanted to tell her story, cared for too much. Yeah, I wasn't going to wasn't worth what it would do to, she would get attacked in response. It wasn't worth opening her door for that. I knew she had bigger things going on. Um, and I told her one day I'll say it for her, but didn't expect her to be. So of course I'm getting oh, I would too, just Kentucky. I would too. Let me show you just a few of the comments I've seen that had me like, whoa, okay, this isn't normal. This is from a private intelligence group member. I will be offering Casey Anthony some money to consult on the Sebastian case. She knows how the mind of Katie works. Maybe she'll crack her. Hmm. Same time. He's gone. You are here. He's here, you don't post. Nick is an absolute ass for what he did to get on parole. I'm curious where you fit in. Hong's response: you ask dumb questions. How am I to know when he posts? Eat a hot dog and sniff a line. Next. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Patricia. Yeah. Eat a hot dog and sniff a line. This is they're worth 500 million dollars, $500,000. Mm-hmm. Here goes Nick. It's a shame. I won't share that or use her background against her. She should just point fingers in the right direction. That's not true, just Linda. No. So Nick, who had no problem posting my background and trying to weaponize my family members against me, states that he won't do the same to Queen, but she should just point fingers in the right direction. The right direction, their direction. So basically, push their narrative, if you push their narrative, they'll leave you alone. If you don't push their narrative, they will harass you, dox you, threaten you. I have somebody still messaging me from Tennessee. They must have given out my phone number over there. I'm getting all types of messages. Did you hear Nancy yesterday saying she never liked Eddie? Well, I hope that everybody that sits with her realizes that she says that type of things. A judge did not sign off just Kentucky. Um, that's very interesting. She'll be saying this. She said the same thing about the 140 others. I mean, she'll be saying it one day about Nana and Reality and all those people too. And listen, when they do, you know, we won't throw a "I told you so" in your face, but maybe a little bit. Hey, Kari, it's good to see you. No, there was no names added. You guys want to check the docket? We'll check it. Matter of fact, don't forget, Nick sent Queen a message that said, Adnight's not really going to sue you. We just want to see if we can get a response out of somebody. But I'll check the docket. We'll check it together. I just wanted to see if somebody would react. That's what it was. We just wanted to see if somebody would react. No, no names added. Matter of fact, their motion to amend, they never followed up on that. And well, nothing. Nothing put in since December 24th. I don't think the person that gave 500K for the intelligence group would not stay behind what they're doing. This person is a very big person, also very highly respected. Who do you think gave them the money? I don't think they received that. It depends where you listen to them at, right? So in the litigation, they claim that the money was donated by a private donor out of, I believe it was Brentwood, Tennessee. But if you listen to them on here, they say that they didn't receive a retainer. But then if you listen to Nick, he says that they did. But then if you go and look at their little agreement with Seth Rogers, it says they're working pro bono. So did we really believe they got the money or not? No, I didn't. Just Kentucky. He does that. Right. Their contract says that night wasn't paid, but yet their litigation claims that it was. So I don't know. Depositions will be really interesting. Hey, Tennessee Mama. Right. A lot of people don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't think anybody would waste that kind of money on what? Twitter happy people? I mean, what is happening over there is despicable. Eddie went into Jay's when she was dragging her. Not true. Jay was talking about him. He came in, said, hope you like the content, talking about him getting trolled, and then he left. Well, that was enough to be like, I never liked him anyway. So getting back to what really matters is Sebastian, right? Hey, Julie's. The only person, how do you know they were paid, Country Diva? What makes you think that? I hope they were, so they can cover our our counter fees. I hope you're right. I'm not even gonna lie. I sure hope you're right. Uh, they're not getting to me, Beware, because here's the thing. I'm very confident in my representation right now, more than confident. He is as excited as I am to follow to follow all the way through and then reverse Uno. Um, and every time Brittany opens her mouth about me, she adds to my counter. So it's actually a beautiful thing that she's so stupid. I wish that she would maybe, I don't know, go to bed at a decent time, wake up in the morning and go consult some attorneys because you're gonna need one. But I guess she's just gonna have to figure that out the hard way. Ugh, I would hate to be her. He is amazing, Stephanie. He is amazing. Yeah, he has enough money. I like that he's bragging all his properties and stuff. I love that. I love that for him. No, I don't think any of them are the brightest. Thank you, Stephanie. I am too. I love that you have an attorney that doesn't think social media is a joke. No, he realizes how severe it is and can get. What he does also realize is a joke is the claim that words on the internet can prevent search efforts for a missing child. That he believes. Hey, La, it's good to see you. Absolutely, Triggerment. That's the plan. Actually, Chris, I disagreed because there are ways. Of course, we've spoken about it with my attorney and everything, and no, there's ways to get paid. Hey, crazy girl. Told her last night to call her lawyer for advice. I busted out laughing because she doesn't have a real lawyer. Right. Advice for what, too? Like, what do I do with the fact that I go live and make an ass out of myself all the time? I don't know. I don't know what they can say to that. Maybe log off, get some help. Anyway, I don't want to continue to talk about that snooze fest, so let's move it right along. I mean, the first thing the judge is going to say, really quick, let's just get this out there. We're going to go before the judge for oral arguments. One of the biggest arguments that is going to be is, hey, Laura Lou, is that, Your Honor, your clients, these plaintiffs came to the courts to seek an injunction to silence my client's freedom of speech. But yet, almost every single night, at least for the last, not this month, but the month prior, the one in here with the most dramatic declarations poked at my client nightly. Spoke about her children, spoke about where she thinks she lives, spoke about her house, spoke about her vagina, about her butt, you name it. What do you think the judge is going to have to say about that? What do you think the judge is going to think when Brittany's words start playing for the court to hear? Do you think the judge is going to hear somebody in fear? Matter of fact, I literally have Brittany saying, I am nobody's victim. So you don't get to try to stunt somebody else's freedom of speech and start speaking louder on your end. It's not the way it's going to work. They will be embarrassed, and I won't be. I'll walk out with my head held high. Not yet, Lisa, but we shall find out this week. I'll keep you all posted on that. Can you imagine when I start playing for the courts? Granny got a dirty butt. Can you imagine what the courts are going to think about that? Huh. Can you imagine when I showed the courts that Brittany Jackson put my medical papers on her screen? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine when I put up on a screen that Brittany's laughing about what she couldn't even comprehend off my medical papers and spreading further rumors on me? when a grown woman who claims terrified is sitting there laughing about my vagina. Can you imagine that? And what are you going to have to say in return? What is going to be your response? Exactly, halo effect. It is all funny games until there's a judge in front of you. Or maybe it's the right end clue. But no, yeah. I mean, all joking aside, Brittany spread around with her moderator that I sent out a photo of my butthole. That's a big deal. Like on YouTube, it's kind of stupid, right? On YouTube, it's like, oh, you know, people laugh about it. They make alt accounts about it. It's hee hee ha ha. Take that shit in front of a judge. You think a judge is going to laugh about that? I know I'll laugh my ass to the bank. I will laugh. All right. So anyway, that's all of that. Coffee. Pisces, good morning. Thank you. With a fool? Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Sure will. Nothing more, nothing less. Our followers are starting to wake up too. I believe they are, Clue, and I believe they should. It's about that time. It's about damn time. Again, she's lost over 100. Well, since the video was made, it was 130. 130 moderators. A few more left over the summer. One of them's been in my DMs. Very helpful, beautiful person. Appreciate them much. Then you got Eddie and the people that just left with him. It's a never ending cycle. Meanwhile, if I may brag for a moment, I've had absolute day ones by my side. It speaks a lot to one's character. Um, that was sickening, turning leaves. Absolutely sickening. And then to sit to turn around and be like, oh, Granny did a FOIA on my house for litigation. Don't act like that has anything to do with YouTube, bitch, because it don't. Let me see if I can find the channel. They're kind of hard to come across. I don't really want to intermingle these two, but I could just drop it in the chat. Is that channel even still up? It's funny when you type in allegedly expected, never appreciate it. She comes up. She comes up. You're a scumbag. She's a scumbag. Sue me for that. She's a scumbag. Anyway, that's the I'm looking for it. Maybe one of my mods can mail it to me, email it to me. So I think what is actually important here is I want you to all take this list with me, right? We're going to do this together. I want people to actually see the severity of what is going on. We have divided into teams, right? Can I pull up Google? Let me see if I can pull this up with us. I seriously want to discuss. I spent the first few minutes touching a little bit. Channel is gone. All right, well, we played them in other videos, so I can do it that way. Um, I want to be serious about this. If anybody wants to join to be serious with me, but we got to be serious. Can I pull up Notepad and share it over here? I don't even know. Let's see. Uh, share screen, window. This show up for you guys? Is that on your screens? It may have been me. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Cluminati. I really appreciate that. It is showing up, Lucky. Thank you. Oh, Maggie K said, I am floored that a parent of this missing child is part of all this BS and others are playing games. Something is very wrong. Concentrate on him. It's almost like a distraction, if you will, right? Blank screen. All right, let me see this. I don't even know how to work this thing. All right. What the hell is even going on? So over here we have, I don't know how to make it bigger. I don't know how to work that. I've never seen it before. Oh, here we go. This should work. All right, you guys can see that. You see something. All right, we're getting there, Snipsy. We're getting there. So to start, we have, of course, the father, right? We have the father. Yep. All right. Then we have his self-appointed spokesman, Tony, right? I think until it's out on the screen, people don't realize how big, how important this all is. Who else do we have on the team? Hey, Titanium. Regina. Okay, let's we have we're gonna go by intelligence agency first. So let's do dog, Nick, Hung, Lesniak, Cat. No, that's right. He's not. Sorry. Smiley. Who's Pearls? Smiley. Betty. BJ. Julia V. Julia V. Who are we missing? The E's? I feel like the E's ran too. Don't forget the tacos. Taco. I mean, even just right now, taco and burrito. Like, is this real life? The three's company, E's, the lab. Who are we missing? This looks like their approved list, doesn't it? Oh, that's right. Pearls and girls. All right. Chase. Who the hell is Chase? Let's add Chase. I don't even know who Chase is. Chase. Chasing that bullshit. Coffin Doffer. I call Spanky Pearls. Don't forget. TTT S to see Pearls Monkey. Mob Crew. Mob Crew. Mob Crew. You know, oh, Terraline. Dolly. Well, you know, to be fair, I will say I don't think Dolly's necessarily the green team. I don't think Dolly's necessarily the green team, but I get he pushes. T Rever is he did. Where'd it go? Where'd he go, Jill? They're out there dropping shit. Bobby. We're running out of space here. Lady V, welcome back. Thank you. Warschmeigel, listen, if Warschmeigel's giving you a hard time and you need to know who they are to protect yourself, you just let me know. You just let me know. I'll tell you, somebody's bitter. Slithers. Where's Slithers been? They all right? Now, I want everybody to look at this, right? Look at the main team here, the main characters. Look at them. We got Seth Rogers. There's so much I can say on Seth. You know, I heard Betty over there being so stupid. Absolutely stupid. Claiming that they don't claim her, Maggie. They don't claim her. They don't claim her, girl. Ooh, that's sad. So I saw so sad. She didn't make the list. Poor thing. Apparently Silver Star. Oh, it wasn't paying off for him to continue this anymore. Thank you, Chris. I don't want to advertise all these like little misfits. I just want to go with the main characters, right? The main players, the plaintiffs, if you will. And I want you all to take a good old look at them. You got Betty over there claiming that Seth Rogers never said, he never said that it can't be backed up anywhere that he hit Sebastian. He literally said it on your panel. Turlene. Turlene is over there ripping folks off. They're just not good people. You got Tony Mathis, who even his plaintiff Brittany J said was the biggest buffoon ever. Snakes oil, snakesman, you know. You got Bobby, the nosy neighbor, who's fabricating people are being threatened. We got Dog, who when you Google Dog, the first thing that comes up is he still alive? Which I'm not saying that because of anything other than it's the facts. Like I'm not making fun. Unlike Pete Tim, I don't think Dog's that old, you know, so I'm not making fun. I'm just saying that's a fact. You got Nick, when you type him in, he comes up all his articles out of Delaware County for being a, you know, parolee and all the crimes he committed here in this county. When you Google up Hung, nothing comes up except for YC News, which YC News was sued and owes a man over $5.5 million for defamation. When you Google Lasniak, he comes up with 2.6 stars, which is very telling. When you Google Smiley, nothing comes up but a bunch of stupid emojis nobody uses anymore. When you Google up Betty, you can get 42 arrests and you know 6 currently pending. When you Google up BJ, nothing comes up either. Which Charlotte, no. Julia, when you Google Julia, an entire Facebook group dedicated to exposing Julia and her lies comes up. Taco and Burrito, when you Google them, you get Taco Bell. The 3 E's, nothing comes up either. The Lab, you might get a really scary story about gumballs. Pearl, I don't really have anything to say about him. I feel like he's just weird. When he keeps saying things like, we're standing on the right side of history, you sound weird. This isn't politics. We're not talking about like global warming or if the earth is flat. We're talking about a missing child. What kind of fucking history do you think you're standing on? Do you think your face is going to come up with with whatever way Sebastian's story ends? Hopefully in a beautiful, reuniting way. But do you really think that Pearl's going to pop up? You think you're going to pop up with that? Yeah, when you Google Betty, you get criminal out on 20K bond. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even read that. Been watching all this crap. Just want to say how sorry I am that you're going through this, sweetheart. Thank you, Lady V. I appreciate you. I was going to say zombie. I knew you must have made a mistake with that. I don't know what comes up when you type Chase because I don't even know who that is. And then Mob Crew. When you type that in, rappers from the 90s comes up. So that's cool. Silent, you know, all that shit. But this is the team here. This is the team here. Did I ever tell you all that I've had communication with the gentleman that they owe all that money to? Really nice guy. He owns a company out in New York. Turns out he's an actual like actor or actress type of person. Really nice guy. Owns a very nice company. What had happened was they started running these slanderous news campaigns against him, alleging that he was basically prostituting women out and all types of like nasty things. And even when they were like proven to be lying, when they knew without a doubt they were lying, they continued on. They continued on so much so that this man ended up having to lose his business, reputation was lost, and then he was awarded $5.5 million for it. YC News, One World Media, At Night Intelligence, At Night Private Intelligence. Can change the name, however, it always goes back to YC. Oh, you guys didn't know that? Chase is a 2 a.m. girl. Lady V, thank you so much. Wow. Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with that article about them owing that much money. You guys want to hear about it? It's a pretty big case.